Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 33 of the Last I Go Heart podcast. DJ, spin it.
Last I Go Heart podcast. You are listening to the Last I Go Heart. You are listening to the Last I Go Heart podcast.
What is up, everybody? How's it going? Are you listening to this at the beginning of your week or towards the end of the week? Need motivation or getting amped up? Either way, the Last I Go Heart podcast is glad to serve. Honored. I am honored here at the Last I Go Heart podcast to be able to be the motivation or amped up. I'm sorry that I couldn't motivate you or amp you up last week. I've been very busy being successful. Like this suit that I have on, dressed for success. I don't have enough money to buy a suit. This actually was gifted to me by my uncle. He was one day, I was in North Carolina. That's where he lives. Very successful man. One day he goes, Dawson, come with me. Which, usually if someone of, higher authority, specifically a family member goes, hey, come along with me. Usually that's going to be a deep talk time. And it was. And he pulled right up to a tailored suit store. Walked right in there. Got me all fitted up and nice and cozy. And edition suit. But the reason why he got me this is because he's a successful man, like I said, but he dressed for success is his big thing. So he looked at me and goes, Dawson, whatever job that you want in the future, no matter what it is, you go in there with this to the interview with this suit on, 99.8% chance that you're going to be getting that job. I said, what? He hasn't lied yet. I'm taco truck job. Golf course job. I almost forgot the second job. Now I'm working at a pizza place. This suit has got me opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Feeling all good in this. Ooh. All thanks to my uncle. But you're probably wondering, well, Dawson. So this is going to be your podcast episode. This is why your outfit replicates success. Does it replicate No. It replicates wedding attire / untucked. Hey, untucked. Yeah. So episode 33 is dedicated to the outfit of boom, wedding attire and untucked. Before I get into wedding attire though, untucked. Why I wanted to dedicate it to untucked is because even when I was a younger child, when you didn't want to tuck your shirt in, but your parents made you because it made you look cuter or whatever, I still haven't. Okay, Mom, it wasn't a phase. No wonder I probably wanted to live with Dad because he never made me tuck my shirt in on the weeks that I went over to his house. Ugh. I know, I probably got a little bit too deep there, but what I'm trying to get at is I don't like it tucked in. I don't. I like to leave it flowing. Untucked flies a duck. That's my mantra. Till I die. As for wedding attire, though, am I getting married? No. I'm 21. I'm way too young to get married, I gotta fill out my options, I can't just accept the first girl that comes up to me. I'm not desperate. Okay, I'm not saying that all these kids that are getting married really young are desperate. I'm just saying, I guess I'm more of like a pick and choose kind of guy. I'm kind of like just waiting around. I kind of like, I want to explore the many of options. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and you're telling me I have to settle down now? No, I am going to keep on just chugging along and being single, and then one day, maybe, who knows? But I'm not getting married. This is just a season of engagement, and I wanted to celebrate it by dressing, because I'm dressing all up because, who knows if someone needs a groomsman or a best man. See, I'm best man material. That's what I am. I'm 100% best man material, and to my core. You want to have an amazing time someplace? You want an event set up? Call on me. I'll be your best man. I don't even have to know you. You can just literally email me, shoot me a text, find me on social media, be like, dude, I honestly just don't have a best man. My wife's brother is not cool at all, and I just really need a best man right now. I'm like, dude, I gotcha. Okay, for free. All you gotta do is just pay me to fly wherever you at. Buy me a suit, whatever. The extra stuff. But I'll get the whole best man thing all set up for you as long as you pay for it. I can, take you a trip. Go hiking, go partying it up. Ooh, not crazy partying, but having fun, having a good time, disco dancing, clubbing, that's what being the best man is all about, and that's why I would love to be it. Or, we can go right ahead into ordained minister. I'm not dressed like to be a minister, a pastor, to be able to, marry people, but I am ordained. And it was more of a joke, but the thing is, though, is my friend said that by the time that if he gets married and his grandpa is no longer around, guess who gets to step up in the position? Ho, it is me. I'm going to be stepping up to the plate, and I'm just going to be sitting there and be like, oh, well, you take this woman as your lovely, as your, I don't even know the words, but would you take this lady as your wife? Hey, would you take this guy as your husband? Well, you may French kiss. Let's go. Just smash those lips together already, because where's my paycheck? But yeah, my friend just got engaged. One of them did. The one of the grandpa thing that I was talking about, he just got a girlfriend, so it's gonna be a while down the road. So who knows on that one? But my other friend, he just got engaged to his girl, and I made an amazing, beautiful engagement video. Popped it up real quick. I'm gonna put that up there. It's gonna be right here. No sound. It's just gonna be good quality video right there. Heartfelt video. I've never really made a heartfelt video. I have always stuck to the skits, comedy skits and stuff. Nothing really serious, but I do like editing. So this was my first real shot at getting the feel of what an engagement, setting is going to be like, and it really wasn't disappointing. I honestly thought it turned out great. The parents loved it. All the old people on Facebook, their eyes were just wet with tears. They were just like, I watched it 4 times and it was just so beautiful. When you get people in that mood, that means you made a pretty good video. So I gotta congratulate myself, pat myself on the back for that one, because it was rough. It took a while to edit, get the film footage, and I also never have filmed for somebody before. I've always filmed myself. I've never had someone film me or me film something. So me being able to get the shots, I'm glad it worked out. But what I'm trying to tie this into is also just the simple fact of who needs wedding videos out there? Engagement. I did an engagement video. Those are not really heard of, but wedding videos are needed. DJs are needed. Entertainment. Someone who's ordained to marry people. I mean, man, who can complete all 3 of those tasks? And I don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars trying to find one or the other. Oh, the last Eagleheart podcast. Dawson Eagleheart, can you do that for me? Yes, I can. I can videotape. I am coming out with a package right now, and this is for all my listeners. Okay, I will give you a discount if you're listening right now, or if you're listening, or if you're watching right now. I'm giving you a discount if you need a wedding video, DJ, and a minister, all in one. All in one. It's going to be a whole complete package. I don't know what it's going to be called yet. I'm just riffing it off. It's going to be called the Gold Package. It has all 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, I'm going to come in. This is for $2,000. $2,000. You have the complete set. Minister, DJ, videographer, all in one, exclusive. I'm going to come to your wedding. I'm going to be able to do everything. It's going to come out gorgeous and beautiful. Amazing. Okay? Because, I've seen some of these videographers, wedding film, like when they filmed weddings, some of these people pay up to $4,000 for a videographer. Are you kidding me? Are you out of your mind? They'll pay $4,000. Pay $2,000 for a minister, videographer, and a DJ, or entertainment if you need it as B. I can do anything. You want me to do something? Juggle? I can't juggle, but I can do something to that effect for weddings, specifically weddings. Okay. Because I'm just pumped, just be able to do that. So if you do need wedding videos, I'm actually being serious on that. I will come out there and help you videotape your wedding. Honestly, I would do it for pretty cheap because I've never done a wedding before. I did an engagement video. Now that this video is gone, you can watch the full thing on Instagram. Or Facebook. Go to the links are in the description. Click on my Instagram or Facebook. Go straight there. Watch the whole video. And if you liked it and enjoyed it, dude, I would go out there for $1,000. $1,000, I would go out there and film your whole wedding for you. 1,000. You know, most of these people on average are gonna make you pay $1,800 to $2,000 just to videotape a wedding. I'm gonna cut that in half for you. $1,000, and I'll go out there with my equipment and make a sick video for y'all so you can watch it with your kids one day. How about that? Promoted a business right there, Dawson. Business model. But when I videotaped this engagement video, though, it was pretty funny because all my friends' girlfriends were there and other friends' girlfriends. And, you know, when girls watch another girl get engaged to and get a ring, oh, they start getting jealous and you start seeing it. It's so funny. So they were just like, now they won't shut up about it. Now they're just waiting. They're like, oh, so now you're about to get me a ring, right? I'm going to wait for one. If it's longer than 2 months, I'm going to choke you out. So never bring your girlfriend to another man's engagement party. That's just put it that way because jealousy will arise. Arguments are going to be happening afterwards. It's just not a really good thing. And as for a single guy, it was fun to watch. I'll be honest. Woo, but moving along. Man, actually real quick, I do have something to say here. I don't know if you can see the sticker on my computer. If you're watching this, if you're, of course, just listening to it, you can't see it. But there's this new sticker that I added to my computer. I'm actually just going to start putting stickers all over my laptop just because I can. It's going to be the one towards the bottom here if you're really wondering what I'm trying to do with it. But really what I'm trying to say. But I bought some new underwear. I just wanted to try it out. I thought I needed to upgrade. Okay, I was tired of wearing my middle school through high school branded underwear. I think after you graduate high school, it's time to upgrade the underwear. Okay? American Eagle was so high school, middle school. So American Eagle, Air Apostle, all of those. Okay? If you still wear those and you're an adult male, you might need to reevaluate your decision making. Okay? Stop wearing American Eagle underwear. It's not sexy once you get to the age of like 20. It's not. You gotta upgrade. But there's underwear companies. They're coming out with this underwear that are just amazing. And they're even more comfortable than the American Eagle underwear or any of those. They're made out of like the stuff called micro moldall. I think I just hit the nail right on the head on that one. Micro moldall. I think that's what it's called. But they make underwear out of that now. Companies like MeUndies and stuff like that. I don't personally wear MeUndies, but I found this other company called Culprit because I like their designs better on their underwear. And they make this stuff out of micro moldall, and it is amazing. Oh, they're not a sponsor on the podcast. By the way, I don't have any sponsors right now, but if Culprit wanted to be a sponsor, I would full-fledged go for it. Not even kidding. They're comfortable, like very comfortable. Like I can't even feel them right now. I feel like I'm free balling right now. I just feel like I'm not even wearing underwear right now. It's just like my balls are just on a cloud. Just boop, just straight on cloud. Just amazing. Amazing feel. Feels like Charlotte from Charlotte's Web knitted me and wove me a nice pair of webbed underwear that's just like you can't even feel. They're just being hugged. It's like a Tempur-Pedic for your balls. It's amazing. Amazing stuff. I know I went into extensive detail on that one, but if you ever thought about getting and upgrading underwear, guys, Culprit is probably a really good way to go. I'm just saying. You know, I'm not trying to sway you any. As long as you're not wearing Hanes. That's so cheap. I saw my friend. He came over the other day and spent the night, and he pulled out Hanes underwear. I was like, who wears Hanes? No one wears Hanes anymore. Oh well, I get a pack of 8 for like $1. I'm like, okay, that explains it. That explains why you're still stuck in that era because you just want to go cheap. No, you have to spend the extra money to buy good quality underwear. Hanes is like sandpaper for your nuts. Why? Why do you want to just wear that? It's awful. Awful texture. It's like wearing tight jeans. Ugh. Awful. But moving on. Okay, I just wanted to take a little bit of that time to just brag about the underwear because I'm just moving around my seat. I'm like, dude, I don't even feel like I'm wearing anything right now. Goes along with the suit, season of Untucked, or episode of Untucked. Had to go onto it. But now moving along to, has anything ever just like popped in your head that made you mad? Like something that made you mad in the past? And like you could be doing something like awesome, great. You could be cooking, having a great time. Next thing you know, the awful thought of just some bad memory just pops in your head. Someone pissed you off. Some situation happened that just irritated you really bad. Also, that pops in your head and just ruins your whole rest of your day. Whole rest of your day. I had that today. And, every so often, I just have this situation that pops into my head and it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad, and it doesn't ruin my day, but I just dwell on it for a minute. I'm just like, oh my God, why do I even think about it? It happened 5 years ago. By the way, this situation that I'm about to talk about happened 5 flipping years ago, and every so often it pops in my head, and it just makes me so mad. And I know I'm not the only one out there that has this type of thinking, that there's these thoughts that just pop into my head. But, whoa, hold on. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Just before I go into the situations that make me mad, I have to talk about real quick about the people upstairs. I gotta kind of keep this down real quick because this is a little situation between me and you. The people upstairs, a few nights ago, they got into a huge fight. I'm talking huge argument, just cussing, screaming at each other. Plates were thrown. We were down here playing board games or whatnot. All of a sudden, we just hear, F this, F. They're just screaming at the top of their lungs. And I'm just like, whoa, what is going on? So we go into the corner where the sink is. That's the best listening spot. So then we're over there just listening and just having the time of our lives. And then one of my friends dials in. His parents have never been divorced, so of course he says this. He goes, "Oh my God, should we call somebody? Should we call like the cops or something? Just see if everybody's okay?" Because he just started. I'm like, what are you talking about? All of a sudden we hear, "I am going to kill you," and. No. I know. I actually said no. We heard, I will kill you," or something to that effect. And all of a sudden, we were like, "Oh my!" We were just about to lose it. And my friend goes, "Okay, I think we should call somebody." But then me and my other friend, who have had divorced parents, were like, "Nah, we're not gonna need to call anybody." And my other friend was like, "Why?" And we were like, "Okay, that they're not gonna mean it." That dude just topped off a 30-pack and he just passed down to his bed, and now boom, things are over. Our parents that we have divorced parents have been through those situations. We know those guys upstairs, they don't mean what they're saying. Okay, he really cares. Ball, it's fine. We can go back to our board games. Anyways, I know I just had to take a little bit of time out to just talk about that because it was a very wild situation, a very wild scenario of the neighbors that are upstairs. So keep that in between us. I don't want them having to come down here and be like, "Oh, hey, I heard that you're talking about us on your podcast. We don't really appreciate that." Well, then keep it down upstairs, and I won't have to talk about it, okay? Sound literally like my freaking mom and dad before they got divorced, okay? I don't want to hear it. But back to what I was saying. Still, that makes me mad. I know I got off a subject there for a second, but I heard something rumbling upstairs. I thought trouble was a brewing at 3 o'clock in the morning. By the way, it's 3 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. A Wednesday. Okay? 3 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday, and I'm bringing you episode 33 of the Last Cycle Heart podcast. I'm just saying, that's how much you guys mean to me. All right? Every viewer, every listener, that's how much y'all mean to me. And I just like talking, so whatever. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I want you, and I need you. I don't know. T-Pain popped in my head right then and there, even though it's 5 o'clock in the morning. But I just want a little bit of attention 2 hours before 5 o'clock in the morning, if you know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time anyways. Anyway, I'm going back into things that just make me irritated. So, things that make me mad that popped in my head. So this situation was very specific. It was 5 years ago. We were in a line inside of a movie theater. Line inside of a movie theater. I had to repeat that a few times because I just could not get that portion out. Hence, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just think you need to know that bit of information. But I was in this line. I saw a $10 bill on the ground. I go down and grab it. I look up and I go tap on this lady's shoulder because I am about to ask her if this $10 bill happens to be hers. If it's not, I'm going to move on to the next person and the next person because I'm a kind person like that. I was 16 years old. This lady turns around all sassy, and she's African American, by the way. Oh, what, Dawson? You have to bring race into this? Oh, no. Not in this day and age. You are not bringing race into this, Dawson. She could be purple. She could be green. She could be a dog. I don't care. This is why. Okay? Because I looked at this lady and I said, hey, is this your $10 bill? And she gave me the biggest and snatched it from me. No other raise would have been like her. Okay? No white person does that. No other person does that. No, that was a hardcore the kind of that's like, oh yeah, that's not my $10 bill, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take it away from you because you are just an ignorant 16-year-old that should have just kept it for yourself. That's what it kind of was. And then she turned around and literally just took that away from me. You know what? That made me mad. I hope whatever popcorn, Coke combo, soda combo that you decide to buy, I hope you were in the middle of your movie and you decide to eat the popcorn a little bit too fast and it goes down the wrong pipe and everybody around you didn't know how to do the Heimlich maneuver, and then you were sitting there and as soon as you were grasping for your last breath, the title starts going in, closing in the sequence, and next thing you know you pass out and you're done. You know what? That's what I hope happened. You know what? I don't really hope that happened, but I just had to get that out because it made me so mad that she just gave me the biggest That's the biggest part that made me mad. It's like not even the initial fact of her snatching the 10, it was the confidence of that. The confidence of that sassiness behind that is what made me so mad. I mean, I don't know if there's any other situation that's made me mad like that. That there's just, I'm trying to think. Oh, okay, I got another one. Because we're going to just talk about, I mean, not many things make me really, really irritated, but if it does, I will remember it and I will take it to my grave. Okay, I could be 36 years old and this could have happened when I was 16. I will still remember it. I will still remember that. And I will, just like if I ever had an angry role in a movie, I just have to remember that scenario and I will destroy the scene. I will become the best angry player best angry person on that set that you need me to be. I will get into character if you just tell me to remember that event or this event. The event where I was 16 years old. Once again, I just got my driver's license, and the reason why that is so needed in the detailing is because I was the only person driving in my grade. I was a freshman. All the other people were 15 at the time. I was 16. Reason being is my mom held me back in kindergarten. I don't know why she did that. I always like to think of it is because I was the king of the kindergartners. So all the pre-K kids, when I got held back, came up and I showed them how it's done. I don't know why she did it. I like to say it's for sports, even though I sucked at them. Either way, I was 16 when I was a freshman. So I had my driver's license before everybody else. So, of course, everybody wanted to be my friend because they were like, oh, Dawson could drive us everywhere. And I'm like, oh, well, if Dawson could drive us everywhere, that's awesome. So then what ends up happening is we all go to this Mexican food restaurant. So we're at this Mexican food restaurant. We're having a great time. Next thing you know, everybody's eating. I'm paying for one person. Okay, we've already agreed that I'm paying for one person only. I am paying for one person, and he said he was going to pay me back later. He just didn't have enough money, which that statement right there is a bunch of bullcrap, because to this day he still hasn't paid me back. It's been since ninth grade. It's been 4 years, man. 5 years, man. Where's my money? 5 years. I'm gonna come for it. Okay, I'm gonna pay you back as soon as I get paid. Bull crap. I'm tired of you using my niceness and just stomp on me like a rug. That's why there's no more nice people anymore, because of people like you. If you're listening to this, I just want to let you know. But there was one person I was paying for, okay? There was 8 other dudes at the table. 8 others. So there was 10 of us combined total. So 8 other dudes at the table. We all order. We all have a great time. Next thing you know, the check comes out. And when I mean check, I mean singular check. And it just comes to me. Every one of them gets up and leaves. They leave the restaurant. They leave me there. I opened up the bill to see what it was. The damage was $65. They made me pay $65 out of my pocket, and they just used me. Just ran me over. Oh, oh, I was livid. And I'm still livid to this day. I'm just kidding. It doesn't make me mad anymore, but like that situation. You really want to. That's when I stopped being as nice. I was like one of those people that was like, okay, you used me for the last time. Now it's to the point where I'm going to have to trust you a little bit in order for me to do that again, because you have lost my trust. And some of those guys, the same people, in the future, they asked me for gas money. I said, nope, not until you pay your $15 that you owe me for the meal that you bought. You freaking jerk. But yeah, those are just some situations that that just pop up randomly in my head, and it just makes me angry. Even the best situations. Send me yours. Send me like a story that you have that is just that pops in your head sometimes, that just makes you really irritated. That just sparks the anger in you, gives you that energy that you don't want, turns a good time into a bad time really fast, just ruins your whole day. I'd like to know. Email it to me. DM me about it. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. I would like to hear your story. I would like to, maybe you would come out on the next episode of the Last I Go Hard podcast. Who knows? But moving on to the fun fact portion of this podcast. For people that don't know, the fun fact portion is where I go in and I dive deep for the weirdest of weird facts. And I like to share what my findings are on this podcast. And the fun fact that I have for you today is people can suffer from a psychological disorder called boanthropy that makes them believe that they are a cow. They try to live their life as a cow. So these people, it's very rare, of course, but it is a psychological disorder that makes people think that they're a cow and they try to live their lives as such. Wow, I have never. That would be funny if I just saw a dude. If I walked outside one day and I saw a girl walking her. If I saw a woman walking her husband, and all of a sudden he's just eating grass outside, and he's going. Murr. He's like, she's like, honey, come on, come back in. I'm like, is he okay? And she's like, he's got a rare psychological condition called boanthropy. It's where he thinks he's a cow and he has to live as such. I'm like, wow, how do y'all have anything in common? We both love green. And we love chicken. Prefer chicken over beef. Do they get offended? I wonder if they get offended if people are eating a hamburger in front of them and all of a sudden they just start flipping out. You eat a hamburger in front of somebody that has boanthropy and they're just like, they're so flipping out. Oh man, that's so funny to think about. Man, I've seen this guy on YouTube. He wanted to live his life as a goat. He dressed up as a goat. And his goal was to live his life as such. So he went in and he got these like little casts made for him. He had a helmet on with like a little a little camera on it to videotape his adventure, and he did it for I think a month, or a whole year, whichever one. It was either a month or a year, whichever one. It was amazing. Anyways, he lived as a goat. Okay, he slept in a shed, and on top of that, he would go out onto this onto the grass and start eating it. I was like, what the heck is this dude doing? And he recorded his experience as living as a goat grazing amongst the other goats. He said it was a freeing experience to get away from all the stresses of the world. Well, if you have to get away from the stresses of the world by pretending to be a goat, maybe a therapist would be better. I don't know. I suppose maybe go that route before you think going full goat is gonna do anything. But bone therapy, I looked it up too, and it's not fake. I thought it was fake. I was like, at first I was like, there's no way. No way at all. But I would really love to meet one of these people. Honestly, I would love to meet a person. Like, I don't know, do they talk? Do they talk normal, or do they moo? I don't know what they do, or if they could speak English, or very interesting fact that I found. And you can fact check it all you want to, because it's real. They think they're a grazing cattle. Oh my God, that just made me think, what happens if there's a farm of these people? Like what happens if we haven't seen these people because their psychological disorder makes them think they're a cow, so there's just a guy that just hoists them all together and puts them on a farmland, and there's just a bunch of dudes and women that are just out there on this farm. They're just eating grass, and he's just hauling them all together. He brands them or whatever, and they're just all moo, moo. That would be crazy. Oh no. What happens if the milk I'm drinking is coming from them? I ever thought about I'm just kidding. That would be a little bit too far, if they started milking those people. Rough thing to think about when you're ever drinking your if anybody's drinking a glass of milk right now, having a rough time getting around that one. But what's the word again? Oh, bone therapy. Bone therapy. Put that in y'all's little notes. Tab that down just in case if you see anybody, wigging out and you think he's on drugs, and it's just a guy with a psychological disorder that, thinks he's a cow. But moving along to the news article portion of my podcast, the news segment. Basically, what I have here is it's something in the news that's typically, not brought to light. It's something weird, off the cusp, something that deserves to be more in the light than the news that is spread. So I take a little part of the Last I Go Heart podcast, and I develop a segment where I just, throw a news article that, people typically have never really heard before. But actually, this one is something that's actually pretty popular, and it's on the rise right now. The only reason why I am even remotely talking about it is because of how wild it is. I actually laughed out loud when I heard this for the first time, because I was like, whoa, what the heck is this? Is this actually a real thing? Is this actually like a real news article? Like, there's no way that this is a news article, or real news article. I mean, come on. The fun fact could be one thing, and we can slide it out as being real, but the news article, I don't know. But I'll let y'all debate for that for yourselves. If y'all have heard, it's been in the news. Debate merges over if math is racist. What? Oh my gosh. Usually in this news article as well, I usually have like one where I take that is fake and one that I take is real, and then like I put them side by side and let y'all guess which one's real, which one's fake. But I decided just to take the whole news article to talk about if math is racist. What? How is math racist? I don't know what their argument is. Like, and then I pulled this up on my phone, and yeah, In Portland, Oregon, a new debate emerged over the controversial topic of white supremacy and racism in school math instruction. What? They sent out a newsletter to the math educators in the state. The newsletter contained information about virtual micro course in math equity instructions that teachers could sign up for. That's nothing interesting. Where's the interesting stuff? Oh, 82-page workbook on how teachers can examine their actions, beliefs, and values around teaching mathematics. Wow. I'm trying to introduce something other than the correct answer. Oh, wow. Okay. Alan Alley. I'm just gonna use this. Former chairman of Oregon Republican Party says ODE should never have offered the course. What? Trying to introduce something other than the correct answer in math, and then somehow trying it with white supremacy is ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. Oh, okay. So that guy was disagreeing with it. I was about to say, I was like, is a Republican saying that? I was like, that would be kind of crazy. I've never heard of really some. But then a Democrat said, wow. So they're both. There's some that are saying this is crazy. There's some that are not. But there's people that are, both sides are like, this is kind of bonkers. But we are very familiar with it. Just begging to get. First TikTok. Oh, it came from TikTok. Really challenged me. But yeah, I've also seen it on TikTok as well, and it's people that are like reacting to what people are saying on the news about how math is apparently racist, and I haven't really looked into the math racial thing, but then I've seen some people's reactions to what other people have said, such as there was this one woman who said that she was like, the guy goes, well, 2 + 2 would equal 4. And then she goes, well, technically 2 + 2 equals 4 in the math that we have now, but what if 2 + 2 equals 5? What if 2 + 2 wanted to equal 5? And I'm like, what, is that a race thing? Does that have to do anything with being racist? I mean, actually, now that I think about it, it makes sense. I mean, all the math equations that I did in middle school and stuff, like three clan members whipped five of their slaves. 2 of them died. How many slaves did they have left? I'm like, what? Now it's all making sense. It makes me think of this one. Johnny picked 500 things of cotton on Monday. He picked 200 things of cotton on Tuesday, and he picked 400 pieces of cotton on Wednesday. How many things of cotton did Johnny pick? I'm like, that makes total sense. I have never thought that math has ever been more racist, but now I'm like, man, these equations are, getting out of control, and it's all clicking now. I guess math is racist. I wish they would do it with other subjects too now. Why can't you question history? I feel like history would be more racist than math would be because there's actual racial stuff in history. What about other subjects that I hate? Chemistry's pretty racist. It involves math. So, I mean, I've never liked that subject at all, so we might as well, make that racist as well. What other subject is there that I just absolutely despise? Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I got this. School is racist. There we go. Why just start with math? School is racist. We're just gonna go all around with it and just say it with loud and proud for everybody to hear. School is racist. And we're gonna put that on TikTok, make that a trend. We're gonna put it on Twitter. We're gonna have it blow up. # school is racist. We're just gonna cancel school now because apparently kids are learning how to be racist in that school, so in the school system. So we're gonna have to just go ahead and just cancel school. Man, what happens if school was canceled? Then everybody just be just dumb as rocks. Hey, now you think the government is gonna be having a fun time with us now? Wait until they cancel schools. If they start canceling schools now, we are in for a treat on this one. Everybody's gonna be going wild. Freaking school is racist. Math is racist. Oh my. Oh man, that's just amazing to hear. So you heard it here, folks, on the last I Go Hard podcast. We are bringing you fresh in news of how school is now racist and math is racist, and we might as well tie in the people with the psychological disorder, boanthropy. I think we will develop into those people eventually without school. I think actually, I got this idea. The people that, say that math is racist, I think they had boanthropy at one point. I really do. I think that's what it is. They had boanthropy at one point. Hear me out. This is just a theory. I could be wrong. But I think they had boanthropy at one point, and through evolution, they have become the idiots that they are now. Think about it. Think about it. Now, they were cows, or they thought they were cows. Now, they have developed into thinking that math is racist. Boom! That is what it is, folks. People with boanthropy have evolved. They are not just cows anymore. They have evolved into humans. And now that they evolved into humans, they're telling us that math is racist. They're going to try to, run for president. Do you want someone with boanthropy running for president? No, we do not want that. No. We got to start getting people tested. This stuff is more infectious than COVID then. At this point, I don't want people that just ate grass to be telling me that what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. All the Dr. Seuss books are getting canceled too. Man. What a world we live in, folks. Everything's going to be getting canceled. Everybody's too sensitive now. People look at I don't know. Ozarka water bottles. Are 100% natural spring water. Oh, it's 100% natural spring water. Well, springs are racist. Springs I don't know. They just, hydration's racist. I don't know. I mean, speaking of, I had to get a quick sip of this racist water that I'm having, Ozarka. Born naturally. Oh, that's the thing on this water bottle. Born naturally. No, it could not have been born naturally, So they're gonna have to change their label. They're gonna get canceled for that. Who knows? Wow. Math is racist. Well, thank you everybody for making it to the end of the last I Go Hard podcast. Thank you for making it. Woo! You've made it. Episode 33, baby. We did it. We've done it. Did it. You've listened to an amazing episode with the wedding attire untucked. Yeah, if you untuck, we're going to make that a trend. Post your favorite picture of yourself showing yourself untucked and hashtag it untucked. Hashtag the Last I Go Hard podcast. Put it on the gram. Put it on Facebook. Make your parents mad about it. Do whatever. And also, as a simple fact, I got my emails in the description. My social medias are in the description. Hit me up. Tell me something, an interesting story, something that makes you mad, that that just makes a good day go into a bad day, that happened 5 years ago, like it does with me all the time. Anything, just go for it. Tell me anything. Make sure to follow me. I also have a TikTok now. I'm gonna put that in the link to the description as well. I'm new to it. It's nice. I finally have been able to get all the thoughts that have been twerking off my feed. Yes, it's now just perfect humor and harmony and stuff that I want to see instead of just flooded. I could care less about you dancing, okay, and twerking. It means nothing to me. So I finally got through that. Yes, it's a success. Awesome. Now I've finally been able to make it through it. But thank you, everybody, for listening to episode 33 of the Last I Go Hard podcast, and I will see you next Friday. Oh, and that was just for my audio people. Anyways, I almost forgot before I said see you next Friday. Make sure to like and subscribe and do all that little fun stuff, because, whenever you like and subscribe and comment or whatever, it lets me know if you like the podcast. It lets me know what's up, if I should keep it going, and it just, make sure to like and subscribe. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. But thank you for listening to episode 33 of the Last I Go Hard podcast. Goodbye.
last Ankle Heart podcast. You are listening to the last Ankle Heart. You are listening to the last Ankle Heart podcast.